Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether, right? Women will always choose the hard way in life, right? This shows you that they are really lacking of rational thinking, right? When you would rather choose the hard way instead of making things the easy way, right? They would rather put themselves through hell than it is choosing the easy way, right? For example, don't divorce your husband, right? Divorce. They don't understand the consequences of divorce, right? They don't understand them, right? They don't understand the type of dynamic they're putting them into, their spouse into, their children into, right? Wasting their time because divorce is not quick, right? An average divorce lasts about a year. If you're lucky, it lasts about 6 months, right? Or shorter than that. But an average divorce lasts about a year. So you're putting yourself through hell, wasting your time, going to proceedings, right? Doing all these stuff with the judge, wasting your time, put your family in hell for a year. And after that, after your divorce is finalized, now you have to go through the trouble of, be on the market again, which is not easy because you are divorced, right? For instance, it's even worse if you're a divorced single parent, right? Because, right? No guys would want a divorced single parent, a single mother, right? It's not a deal. Guys will see that as a disadvantage. No guys, right? I don't understand why girls can't get this through their thick skulls. Like, guys do not want a single mother, right? Especially if you're a single mother at a certain age, like if you're over 30, right? Guys don't want to put up with that. Guys do not want to take responsibility for another man's kid, right? And even though regardless that the kid's not with you, it still have to deal with that. Right? That idea is looming in the guy's head. They don't want to deal with that. That you will always be second priority. Right? When a woman have kid, right? When a woman have kid and she's a single parent, the man will always become second priority. What guys want to be second priority to a woman? He want to be first choice. That's why guys would rather be with a single woman with no kids. Right? That's why they always choose a single woman without kids rather than a single woman with kids. Right? They would put them in this awkward position in life. Right? And now they have to find another mate. Right? Anything that goes wrong in your life, you can't work it out with your spouse. Right? Like I said before, the only reason why you would divorce if because your spouse was either abusive or he's dead. If you're a widow, that's the only reason why. I can understand when you're having a tough time. But besides that, you put yourself to this much anger, and don't say. I mean, there are always exceptions, right? But the majority of women out there, they just divorce a guy because of irreconcilable differences, right? That's a cop out. In my book, that's a very cop out because that's saying you're not willing to take responsibility, right? You don't want accountability, right? For being in a relationship. Now, you say yes to a man, you open you open your legs to him, fornicate with him, have his kid, right? Now suddenly you just don't want to be with him, right? What happened to your wedding vows? What happens until death do you part? Right? Does your wedding vow hold any significant meanings? Right? It don't make any sense. That's what I'm saying, that they put themselves through hell. They'll take the hard way out than the easy way out, right? Not only that, this is another example, right? They think about sleeping with a lot of men, right? Will make the life easier, right? It doesn't make your life easier. Being easy to men have to fornicate with you doesn't make your life easier, right? Because your history, your past can come and haunt you, right? You're gonna make yourself less desirable to a man, right? Having a high body count is not desirable to men. Like, guys don't want that. It's like driving a used car with high mileage. Right? It's like, would you rather have a new car or a used car? Right? They would put themselves in this position, and guys seem to scratch their head like, why are you doing this? Why are you making it so hard on yourself? Right? See, the thing they do is so illogical to men. That's why a lot of men is like, they're scratching their heads like, why would you do this instead of that? Why would you you know choose choose a career than being with a family, starting a family. Next thing you know, you regret your choices, not realizing your career is not going to provide you a family. and your time is wasted on a career. Now your time, now when you date in your older age, it's gonna be harder, right? Now you're not gonna have better child now when you want kids, right? And and now you're doing go through this extreme length freezing your eggs, not realizing frozen eggs is totally different from fresh eggs. Now you're having a hard time to conceive a child, right? Doing all this stuff. I could name a whole bunch, right? Put themselves into this much anguish. For what? All for what? You know, they make it so hard on themselves, right? So, it's like some of the stuff they do, and then they get all these cosmetic surgeries, right? Not realizing the health consequences, right? Going to doctors, thinking doctors cannot make mistakes, right? Having abortions, having sex out of wedlocks, getting themselves pregnant, right, without any contraceptive, and then they have abortions, not realize and trust all these doctors. Like, why are you trusting all these doctors? What if these doctors are human beings? They could make mistakes. One slip of a finger, they could do something dangerous to you, and they don't think of the consequences, because yet again, this is 2023. Accountability no more, because they don't have accountability. They don't have to think about the consequences. Now when ish hit the fan, right? When ish hit the fan, now they're like, oh snap, something happens. Now real life sets in, right? I should have done that, right? And they take the hard way out. It's like all these stuff, all the thing they do is all preventable, but just they don't want to do it, right? Choose the right man. Choose a guy. Choose a guy that's right in front of your eyes. Pick your friend zone a good guy. So because you don't have to research, because he's not good looking. Don't even know their own value. Some of them, most of these women don't even know their own value. They overprice themselves in the market, right? Always say that they're above 10. Don't have the rationality, the realization that their own worth. Like, wait a minute, you're delusional. You can't be a 10. Not everybody can be a 10. I don't even value myself a 10. Hell, I'm ugly as hell. I'm not a good looking guy. I admit that. I'm not a good looking guy. I'm ugly as hell. I'm not a catch, right? I could admit that. For some reason, girl can't admit that to themselves, right? They can't admit that. Few of them can't admit. I mean, few of them can, but very little that can. But most of these girls, they overvalue themselves, overbet themselves, right? And they can't get. And when they get rejected, right? Not realizing not all men of high standards want them, right? Guys of high standard don't want none of these girls, man. You can't always get guys of high standard. These guys of high standard, high caliber, they only make less than 1% of the populations, right? These guys who make six figure, they only make less than 10% of the populations, right? Most guys out there only make $30,000 a year, or $50,000 a year. Most guys out there, or less, right? Most guys out there are what? Are shorter than 5'7", right? These 6-foot guys, they're not reality, man. They're a small percentage of men, and they think that they could bag them, not realizing their self-worth, right? So they put themselves in this hard place on their own, at their own device, at their own doing. They make these hard choices. They always take the hard way. For some reason, thinking the hard way, right, is the best route to take. Sometimes you have to take life. You have to make it easier on yourself in life, right? So the practical way, easier. And I'm not talking about taking advantage of guys and sleep around with guys and then get pregnant and live on child support. There's a negative side living on child support. There's also a negative side. Manipulating men and get him on child support, right? You're not doing yourself a favor. Now you're destroying the kid's life as well, right? Having sex out of wedlocks. Make all these bad choices, right? Just because you're on child support doesn't make it easy on you as well. Now you're gonna have problem dating. Now you have problem finding another man. You think it's easier for a woman on child support to date? No, it's hard. Now you got knocked up by another man. Now, yeah, you're on child support now, but yeah, look at the reality that what are the percent of men that want to date a woman with a kid? Not that much, right? You think this is the easy way, being on child support, which is not the easy way. It's gonna be harder on yourself in life. Now you just devalue yourself in the dating market. Having a kid is devaluing yourself in the dating market, right? I don't care how much child support you get from him. Now you're gonna be most likely lonely for all your life, right? So back to what I was saying, women will always choose the hard way. They will least likely, I won't say not, all right? They will least likely make it easier on themselves. Because there are women out there who make it easier on themselves by taking the right routes, right? Find the right man, getting married young, having a family, and know how to deal with her family. But there's a majority of women out there who always take the hard way in life and not learn from it. They won't learn from the hard way. And because of that, they deserve everything. They have to live through it, make the bed and have to lie on it. But let me know if you agree. Do women really take the hard way in life? Leave a comment below, like, share, subscribe, and as always, peace and blessings. Have a good day.